Okay, I think I'm officially LIVE on the YT. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. I see you, Shay. So far on the list, I got Shay and I got Teresa. I only take 10 people. So if you want to go ahead and slide on the list, slide on the list, slide on the list, slide on the list. Okay, so just a reminder for the psychic development class, you want to get in on that, you should go ahead and sign up for that. Oh, let me drop this a little low. Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started. And for the people that may be on here that don't know who I am, I've gotten out of the habit of introducing myself, but I'm gonna do that. I'm Darcel Andre. I am a holistic and esoteric teacher, and I'm a psychic seer. Okay. And so the main gift that I experience is clairvoyance. The second gift that comes in is mediumship. Okay, but clairvoyance is typically how the spirit shows up for me and gives me informations. So that means visual. Y'all, he is the real deal. I thank you. I thank you. All right. Here we go. We're gonna start first here by welcoming the spirit into the space. Shay is first on the list, and then we have Teresa. Let's go ahead and set the atmosphere, and then I will get started. Okay, I'm ready now. I am ready. Do what God has said. Tell them who you. Show them who you are. Listen, Queen Mother Angela Bassett ate that up. Okay, here we go. Shay first. Shay said, General. All right, Shay. Divine source, divine spirit, we come forth into this space. We call forth Shay's energies, the ancestors, the spirit team, the spirit guides, all the energies that are working for her highest good in support of this message. We put a hedge of protection around Shay as we dive in, ward her energy, let her energy not be intercepted by anybody, anything watching this besides me, who that person of which she has given permission to. Okay, Shay. Before I go ahead and start, hey, love your page. Hey, Jans. Um, before I completely start this, I want to say, the spirit kept showing me a lot of child energy. Okay, a lot of bicycles, toys, things of that nature. So this can go in two different ways here, but I'm going to lean more in this direction. The spirit is definitely calling you to have fun, Shay. All right. For you to acknowledge your inner child. The spirit is saying that you think, you don't make space for yourself to enjoy life. Okay, Shay, you find yourself in that vicious cycle of work, 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 don't stop. Okay. But the spirit wants you to find moments to do stuff, and that's childish. Be childish. But childish is in the sense of the things that you love to do, even if people may find that to be strange or find that to be weird. Okay. You know, it's a cliche, it's an old saying, what all work, no play, right? You gotta get that in there. You gotta play. You gotta allow yourself to have that freedom. All right, because staying in that work energy is good for making the bills are paid. Make sure the bills are paid. Excuse me. But you know that's not what your life consists of. Okay, so I want to say that. But first, we're gonna be utilizing tarot today, y'all. So if you would like to take note of the cards that are used and things of that nature, because you want to look further into that, very good. Go forth and do that. So we want to look into the general energy. What does the spirit want to say? Spirit, can we highlight? Let's highlight some of the challenges that Shay's experiencing with solutions, please. Some challenges. Vic says, "Hey, did you get my email?" No. Let me see. Oh, I see it here. Yes. Can you do 1 p.m. Central Standard Time today? Or can you do or later in the evening or afternoon? Just let me know. But yeah, absolutely. Um, let's start here. We have the Hermit. All right. This is part of that energy that I'm talking about, Shay. All right. That recluse energy. We have the Hermit, which shows up here, right? We have to be very mindful of this energy because, you know, when we're used to dealing with life and struggles by way of shutting down, okay, like we think that that's a solution. It's not a solution, right? It is a coping mechanism, all right? And so you got to be mindful of the ways in which you what's the word I'm looking for? There's difference between solitude and isolation, right? Be very mindful of that. And even in the midst of you doing your spiritual work and things of that nature, it's okay to go within and spend time with yourself, but you don't want to be alone. Does that make sense? So be very mindful of that, okay? Be very mindful of the lonely tendencies. Now, wait a minute. Is Shay here? Because I've been talking. I just want to make sure Shay is on here. Oh, yes, she is. Okay, good. Um, so that's that. Also here we got the Queen of Wands here. Okay, I just want to make sure, Shay. We got the Queen of Wands showing up here, right? And so this automatically pulls me directly to your confidence, right? This is the solar plexus, okay? And so the spirit wants you to really put an emphasis on your solar plexus within your work, within your spiritual practice, because the solar plexus is the personal willpower, right? Just email me after live. I'm on EST. Okay, got you. Um, yeah, your personal willpower, right? So this center here helps you to accomplish the things that you want to get done, and also feel encouraged to do that. Okay. But this is also linked to the sacral chakra, and the sacral chakra is where the inner child is, where the emotions are, so forth and so on. Okay, and so you can, even if it's just 2 minutes a day, Shay, focus on these areas. Look at the things in your life where you're like, I'm not feeling really confident about this, or I'm not feeling confident in this area of my life, or I'm having trouble making decisions, right, and utilizing my power. Look at those spaces and then do your affirmations. Again, if it's only 2 minutes a day, affirmations, meditation, so forth and so on. Okay. Um, but this does speak to independence. And so, but this is why I said we have to be mindful, right? Because with all of this independent energy that life has been calling you to, right? Doing stuff on your own, exploring your spirituality on your own, right? You got to be mindful of how that can turn into isolation. So it's about the balance, right? How can I maintain the balance okay, between solitude, doing a deep dive and looking at myself, but also staying connected and staying sociable, okay? Um, we have the Three of Wands, which shows up here, okay? And I asked the spirit to reveal the issues. So with the Three of Wands, this card here comes to speak about expansion. All right, expansion, growth. Hey, Lilo, I didn't see you, boo. Hey, E-Wellness. Hey, I didn't Tessa. I didn't say hi to anybody. Hello. This talks about expansion and self-growth, right? And so there's blockages here, but that's why I'm telling you it's linked to that solar plexus, it's linked to that sacral, right? It's the balance. It's the balance. And that's also why the spirit wants you to spend time with that inner child, right? So you could dream and wonder. You don't have to look at things in such a reality-based way. And what I mean by that is like, it's the all work, no play. Like we're trying to secure funds, finances, so forth and so on, that we don't give ourselves the space to be free, to enjoy, right? To wonder, to dream, to look at our vision. And then, we look at our vision and be like, oh, that's far gone. I can't do that. Like, yes, you can. Listen, Beyonce said something recently that was sickening. Was it Beyonce? I think somebody said Beyonce said this. Who was it? Was it Kelly? Yeah, she said that Beyonce said this. She said, if I could dream about it, it can happen. Hello. And we got to take that mentality with us. Speaking of mentality, we got the Ace of Swords here, okay? And this Ace of Swords is in reverse, okay? And so when this Ace of Swords shows up in reverse, this really speaks to swords is always about mind, right? Mind energy, okay? Thoughts, okay? And so as you are seeking for your inner clarity, this is why we got to have the balance of the internal and the external, right? Because we can be so in our heads and internal that we cloud our own judgment because we're only considering what we can see. Okay? And so the spirit wants you to be mindful of that. Find the balance. When you are going through something, you're trying to unpack something, connect with somebody. Okay? Connect with somebody that you trust. All right? And express the things. Don't just leave it to your own devices because I can only see things from my perspective. Does that make sense, Shay? Okay. Let me see. All right. And so lastly, we got this Nine of Swords here. All right. Have you been experiencing some heavy emotions? Okay. Because this comes to speak to that. And that's also why and this can affect sleep, not getting full rest, not fully feeling rejuvenated, okay? This is why I say, when I was talking about the bedtime stuff and the nighttime routine and all of that, we have to maintain that. But also, this is all that sacral chakra work, okay? All that sacral chakra, all that solar plexus chakra work, okay? So I want you to lean into that. Okay, Shay? Lean into that. Mm. Thank you, Shay. Sacral, 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 sacral. You're so welcome, boo. Okay, let me look back at my list. Who I got? All right, I got Teresa, and then I have LaKenya. So that means I have space for 7 more people on my Plants Mama. I'm sorry, Plants Mama. Listen, I gotta be careful. I be giving people's whole government names out because that's how it shows up in my email. Dear God. Okay. All right. What are we tapping into, Plants Mama? What are we tapping into? Tapping into. Any messages? Got you. All right, here we go. Let me say my prayer. I say a little prayer for you. Not my house alarm. Did the dog trigger the alarm? Hold on 1 second. 1 second, y'all. Okay, can y'all see me? Clock app. Let me know if I'm back. Okay, cool. Let me try it again. Divine Source, Divine Spirit, we connecting here with Plant's Mama's energy, Teresa's energy. Call forth her ancestors, her spirit team, all the energies that are connected to her and that's working for her highest good. Source of the information be clear and let us be able to understand it. Okay. First and foremost, before I start pulling here, I want to say I want you to be very mindful in the ways in which you are self-sacrificing. Okay? Be mindful about that. Okay? Yes, there's some compromise that is necessary, but also like you really be putting yourself out like you really put yourself on the line for the people that you love, which is not a bad thing, but sometimes you can overextend yourself and overgive yourself to your own detriment. Okay, so I just need you to be mindful of that. All right, just be mindful of the ways in which you sacrifice yourself for others. Okay, and then you end up feeling used because nobody can repay you for what you did. You know what I'm saying? So it's about finding that balance of I'm just not going to drop everything every time. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not going to drop everything every time you need something. Because if it was me, y'all give me 500 excuses and be like, ooh, after a while, well, let me try to figure out if I could, So just be very mindful of that. Don't overgive to the point of your detriment, because then, you end up being no good yourself because you don't have nothing to give. It's like a hole in your cup and trying to pour from an empty cup. Spirit, just some messages here for Teresa. And interestingly enough, we have the Ten of Wands, which comes up right here. Okay. Which speaks to the overdoing, the doing the most, which confirms what it was that I was channeling. Okay. And also, I think you've had a life experience where people who should have been in control of things, um, they were, but they didn't do what they were supposed to do. And so you put yourself in the position to keep things together because you can trust you to do that. Can't quite trust other people to do that. Okay. And so that's where that comes from. All right. That need to be like, I'm just do it. Let me just do it. And it gives a little bit of controlling, but not controlling from an abusive standpoint, controlling from a point of I'd just rather do it because I know it'll be done correctly. Even if that costs me all of my energy. Okay. So we just have to be we have to be very mindful of that. Okay. And so the spirit is also coming forth here talking about a betrayal energy of some sort. Let's get some clarity here, spirit. What is this about? Is this something that is past, present, or future? Yeah, this is something that you're still holding on to within the heart space. Okay. Having been done wrong, you know, and perhaps this is linked to the reason why you like to be in control of things. Okay. And also this is by proxy of your overgiving, of your self-sacrificing. Okay. Where it is like, I just don't feel like y'all have done right by me. And I know this is true because the justice card is here at the bottom. So whatever it is, the betrayal was that you still have resentment of, Plants Mama, sit with yourself, write that thing out, okay? And I need you to look for the lesson within that, okay? Because there's always a lesson, always a lesson. And this has caused you to be, untrusting. All right. And that's why you end up sacrificing yourself because you can trust you. Can't quite trust others. It was a work situation and I need to let it go, but oh, it's hard. Yes. Okay. Got you. Hi, please check DM. What I sent isn't even the last event that happened. Okay, I'll check. I don't know. Got you. And so, but the problem is, it's weighing on your energy. You're welcome. It's weighing on your energy. My Bia tried to get me fired after I helped her with everything. And that's the thing, was paying her car note, etc. Dear God. So you was over giving, overextending, overcommitting, doing all the things, and then the betrayal happened. My God. And so, what is the lesson? That's what you got to focus on. What is the lesson? What's the lesson? Because the lesson is what is going to make what happened purposeful. Okay, it's going to put a purpose on it. It's going to put okay, I see why this was like this. Okay. Worry about me and mine first because she didn't care to destroy my life. That part. And so to accompany this is when we want to work on a heart chakra because you want to be mindful. I want to start off by saying that your anger is not in vain. Like you're not wrong. you 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 are not wrong at all. Not at all. You are not wrong at all. You know, that be that type of stuff where you may catch me in your front yard with my aluminum bat. So I get it. But to assist you in remedying this, you really want to, this is the heart chakra focus. This is heart chakra. Heart chakra has to do with the relationships, okay? This is the heart chakra focus. And so you want to do your affirmations, your meditations, put your energy towards your heart chakra. Okay? And also you got to know everybody working gets paid. Okay? So you don't have to worry if the people are going to get back what it was that they gave out. Everybody working gets paid. Karma's checks don't bounce. They don't come in void. Not karma's checks. No, not karma's checks. Okay? So, but what it cannot do is poison you and your energy, right? And also poison your interactions and poison how you show up and express. You know, it can't do that. We can't have that happen. Okay? Yeah. And so there's not a question. Yeah, Oriana, it could be general. Yeah. And so, but you see, that's why the spirit gave that initial message about, because what they showed me was a cross and a cross standing up. Every time they show me a cross, that's my symbol for someone who is sacrificing themselves, who's putting themselves on the line for a whole bunch of people. All right. And so that's when they showed me that. And then come to find out you was doing everything. And then the betrayal. Ain't that just like what in the story of Jesus is going on here? What in the Judas in the camp? Not you betrayed me. Mm-hmm. So the spirit wants you to do that. In particular, the spirit is putting a link between the blood pressure or the cholesterol, but this is partly connected to that. Man, I feel her fridge helped her with her kids and everything. Okay. Yeah. This is connected to that. So we want to relieve that. Okay. I've had 2 strokes from high blood pressure. Okay. Yeah, we can't have that happen. We're done with that. I'm only 45. Wow. Yeah. We can't have you carrying on like this. Cause that's crazy. That is crazy. You know, one of the things too, and if you're interested, but you may already know, I do root work consultations, and root work is not just about like the spiritual aspect, but the medicinal aspect. And I would love to sit down with you and give you some herbal tinctures, remedies, and tell you how to make certain things that can help you and prevent that any more of the blood pressure problems. Okay, if that's what you want to do, you may already know, but I just like to extend that. Okay, go and book that. If you go to link in my bio and click the uh, readings and services and the root work consultation, we can have that and we can sit down and I come with the full plan. You know, if you're like, I've been wondering how to make this, that, the third, and I could show you and tell you how to do that. Okay. Because you know, that's that. And then we could also talk about some spiritual things that you can do to help remove that energy from the heart space as well. We can create a whole wellness plan. Okay. But that's what's the pressing matter right there, because you know, life is connected to that. Okay, Plants Mama. Peace to you. Okay. I got LaKenya. Hey, LaKenya, are you here? And then I got Oriana. I'm sorry. Stop saying I be forgetting. That's what I just be looking. I'm like, okay, crazy week, and it just started. Dear God, not and it just started. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have room for 5 more people on my list, by the way. Just so you know. So if you want to slide on, get on over there. Oriana and Star, I got you. Okay. Your email last week, your email. Dear God! Yes. And I have it right here in my notes. My God. You won't be missing it no more. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Divine source, divine spirit, we come forth here, connecting with Kenya's energy. Call forth her ancestor, spirit team, all of the energies that are working for her highest good to provide some insight and some information for her. Spirit, what's going on here? Okay. So the first thing that the spirit keeps showing me is like issues with electricity, right? Issues with like a light. Like they keep showing me like a light going in and off and on. Okay. And so and then the spirit keeps showing me you like in a darkness. Okay. The reason why, or rather what this is a symbol for me, right, is kind of like a dimming hope, right? And also something that is challenging like your mental wellness. All right. Um, and the spirit also showed me like you engaged in disagreements, okay? And that's how I feel like I want to phrase it. But one, the concern here for me is the mental wellness, okay? Because part of like the craziness energy is because again, that's why I try to tell everybody the spirit is not playing when we talk about this year 7 and things coming to a close and to an end. Okay? The spirit is not playing and joking around about this year 7. They just not. And so the craziness starts to kick up and kick in this at this time. So the challenges happen, the challenges with people happen, the challenges within ourselves happen. All of that stuff starts kicking up because a lot of that stuff is on its way out. Okay? It's on its way out. All right? And so as far as guidance is concerned, okay? The very first thing that you need to do is tackle your mind. We got the devil card, which shows up here, which is speaking to the negative thoughts. It's speaking to the negative thoughts, okay? Also to as it relates to finances and where you want to be and how the money's going to go, so forth and so on. The spirit needs you to address those thoughts, okay? Address those thoughts, correct those thoughts, all right? Heal those thoughts. Because how are those negative thoughts helping you in this time? And the lie detector determined, that it's not. It's not helping you, right? And so you need to put on your praise and worship music. Okay, you need to put on your whatever. You need to do your affirmations, but you got to correct those thoughts in real time. All right, because the thinking here is what's going to pull you under when there are circumstances that you can't control. When you have those, and this is not just a message for you, this is a message for a couple of people on here. Okay, when there are circumstances that you cannot control, you gotta get in control of the thing that you can. Okay, if I can't control what's going on around me, I am going to hold strong to control over the thing that I can, which is my mind, which is my wellness, which is my personhood. That's the one thing I can control, because there's stuff moving around, things happening. Don't know what's happening here. I can't deal with it. I don't know. The one thing I can control is me. I can control what I listen to. I can control what I put my energy into. I can control that. That's what I can control. And so do that, and do that to the fullest. Okay? And so because of the things that are shifting, the things that are going on, that's all that you can do. That's it. You can't control this. You can't control that. Lean into, hi, Christian witches. Hey, wait a minute. Is this who I think this is? I've seen you. I love you. You're everything. So that's all you can control. Okay. And so you got to lean into that thing. You got to lean into that. You can't be, it does you no good, right? Because you're putting your time and your energy into something that is not going to change by your own volition. So focus on self. And so this is why the Spirit is bringing forth here, talking about the wellness of the mind. All right. When the thoughts come up, delete the thought. All right. Delete the thought. That's how you get yourself centered and grounded. Hey, Mama Sunfire. Hey, hey, hey. That's how you get grounded. All right. And so you got to do that. Get control of that. Get control of the mind. And I'm telling you, it sounds just like this. As soon as you have the doom and gloom thought, up, control and delete. Control and delete. Delete, 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 delete. And replace that thought. Everything is working exactly how it's supposed to work. And that is a universal principle. And that doesn't change given the circumstances. Delete it and replace it in real time. Okay. So we have that. All right. And that's what the Spirit really wants you to do in order to ground yourself. All right. Because there are things that are shifting and things that are changing. And that's just it. That's it. And change doesn't always come by way of la da 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 da. It's chaotic. And so you got to see the lesson in everything that's happening here, Kenya. What's the lesson? What is Spirit showing me about me or about my situation? What is the lesson here? And depending upon what that lesson is, that's what I'm leaning into. I'm leaning into that lesson. Tap your neighbor, bust your neighbor upside the head and say, lean into the lesson. Okay? The Spirit also wants you to be very mindful, okay, of the energy that you hold. And this is another thing. You're not in a space where you can hold a lot of stuff for other people. So in the past here, when you were somebody who could, bear everybody's weight, listen, you barely have room and strength enough for your own, okay? So the Spirit wants you to release yourself from any obligations that is not specifically pertaining to you. Release yourself of that. Release yourself of any obligations, either in thought or theory, any expectation that's not pertaining to you and yourn. Come on, you and yourn. Okay? Release that. If it's not pertaining to me and mine, I don't even have the energy or the space for that. And that is the that on that. I don't have the space. I don't have the energy. I don't have it. Okay? And you don't have to have it. Okay? That's that. So be very mindful of the things that you're holding. And this is the thing. Also, we talked about the vision, right? Pay attention. Look at the vision. Look at what the greater is that's coming later. Put the focus on that. All right, because that's the only thing you can control at this time. Okay, so the spirit is saying, ground yourself, check your mind, tend to yourself. You don't put your cape down. Don't be flying over there to everybody's expenses. People calling you, da 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 da. Send their ass to voicemail. Send their ass to voicemail. Get somebody else to fix it. Get somebody else to do it. Because me, that's my focus right now. Okay. So the mindfulness practices, do your meditation, do your prayer in your car, listen to affirmations about wellness, right? About releasing. Okay. That's the only thing you can control right now because things are changing and it's showing up in the form of chaos to see what you're going to do. Okay, Kenya? All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I have Oriana next, Star, Jesse. Y'all better act like you in church and throw some money at a pastor just in the cash. Thank you. I appreciate that, Valerie. Thank you. Um, and while I'm in that space, while I'm in that space, okay, while I'm in that space, it's very, very critical, especially because, like I said, we're at the end of this year where change and transition is happening. We got to look at the storm. Let's talk about a storm real quick, and then, Oriana, I'm gonna get right to you, but I gotta speak about this. One thing that the indigenous ancestors understood was that spirit was in nature, right? You want to ask what was the original religion? Nature, okay? And when the storm would come, the people would get quiet, right? And that's even still carried on into our cultures. Grandmas and everybody be like, stop making all that noise while God is doing his work. Cut off everything, right? Because there was an intrinsic respect for the storm, okay? There was a respect for the storm. Now we look at storms in our life as catastrophes. I can't believe this. Why me? Why this? Why that? But there's power in the storm. The storm comes first, we have the thunder. That gets your attention. You have the lightning. But then you got the rain. And the rain comes to cleanse, to wash, to replenish. You have the wind that comes to blow things away. And so the only way that the storm can show up as a disaster for you is if you're not prepared for the weather. If you don't take the time to realize that everything that's happening, everything that's shifting, everything that's moving, suddenly, aggressively, is because change is a front. If you don't take time to make sure that you are well within your spirit, well within your mind, connected to your divine, doing your practices that keep you centered, the storm is going to come as a disaster because you're only going to be able to recognize it as a disaster. and not recognize it as transformation. And so we have to be very clear on that, very mindful of that. Take our ancestors' understanding of the weather and apply that to our life, right? Ooh, this is a storm I'm experiencing. I wonder what's finna grow from this. Did you catch it? I'm experiencing a storm here. I wonder what is getting ready to grow from this. That's very different than to say, oh my God, why this happening? Dad, I'm drowning. Get the umbrella, get the versus saying, okay, I'm experiencing a storm. So that must mean that there's some change and transformation going on here. And for that, I'm grateful. And it's a choice, though. It's a choice. If you're sitting up here waiting for peace to just fall over you and just wash you and cover you, you're setting yourself up for disaster, because the peace is not going to fall like that. Liberation is a choice. You have to choose it. And sometimes you got to choose it day by day, hour by hour, moment by moment. You have to choose it. It's an active role on your part. You have to choose to see the storm as a divine energy of transformation and change and growth and cleansing, as opposed to something big, scary that's coming to destroy everything and leave you with nothing. That's a choice. Okay? So I just had to put that out there in the atmosphere. I just had to put that out there. Okay? We got it's a perspective thing. All of this is a perspective thing. It's all a perspective thing. So we got to be very mindful of that. Be mindful. Be mindful. All right? And know that you get to determine your experience. You get to determine your takeaway. You get to determine whether this is going to be experienced as a awful, hard, rundown thing, or is this going to be experienced as a challenge that's full of lessons. Okay? That's that. I hope you got something from that. Oriana. I got Oriana, then I got Star, then I got Jesse. I hope you got something from that. And did. Thank you. You're so welcome. I'm here. Okay, Oriana. And I tell people, you don't have to get a reading, honey. Just be in the space. Just be in the room. Okay? That's it. Sometimes you just have to show up to a space to get what you need. Okay? And whether or not you had the coin, the funds, whatever, at any point in time to get a reading, get a message, get help, show up to the space, because the spirit stays sending stray bullets. Okay? Love, you ate that handling rejection video. Oh, thank you. Yeah, listen, that was something I was battling in real time. I had to work through that thing. Okay. Okay. Good. Let's continue here. Oriana. So Oriana, we're doing general here. Okay, let me say my prayer. And we'll get started. After Oriana, I have Star, then I have Jesse. Darcel, you're scaring me, because I was just thinking that can't afford a reading right now, but got what I needed. Yeah, because the spirit is not going to leave you hanging. The spirit is not going to leave you hanging. Okay? Just show up. Put yourself in the space. And if showing up is all you can do, y'all got me in a teaching mood today. If showing up is all you can do, then that's all you need to do, is show up. That's it. If showing up is the only thing you can do, then that's what you need to do. And that's what you're supposed to do. You can only do what you should only do what you can do. And if that's all you can do, that's what you're supposed to do. Show up. Some people don't feel like they're doing anything in their spiritual journey, but you're not taking into the account that you've aligned yourselves, you filtered and created an algorithm on your timeline where you're getting affirmations and positive words and different ways to look at things every day. You are doing something. You have just been devaluing what you've been doing. You've been devaluing what you've been doing. And that's clear to me. Okay? Showing up. Just show up. Be in the room. All right, let me say my prayer, Oriana. Divine source, divine spirit, connect here with Oriana's energy. Spring forth. Oriana, did you have a male figure that passed away that was a officer of some sort? Because there's this man, this sort of big male energy that's showing up here as a support for you. I can't tell if this is like, I can't tell if this is like, he's an officer. It's like an officer. Ancestor. Yeah, I think you need to ask. He's an officer, and it gives me like he was on the police force. That's what it gives me. I can't, because he keeps showing me his arms like this, and he's in black. Okay, and I feel like there's something like a badge or something that's on his arm. Okay. Yeah, this energy here. Let me see. I feel like this is connected to your mother's side. Okay. And so I want you to ask if you can. I don't know what your relationships are like, but I want you to ask. Okay. But he's like built, a very protective energy that you have. Okay. And he walks with you. Okay. He walks with you. He's always around you. So I want you to ask. I want you to ask. Okay. And some type of officer or security, something like that, because this is like somebody who, they just they didn't really play games. Okay. They did not play games. And so he's definitely showing up as a protector for you. There's nothing that I'm hearing needing to be said versus you knowing that you are covered and that you are protected. Okay. And so also he helps with your interactions with spirit and other people's spirits. Okay. And he makes sure he makes sure that your energy is covered. Ooh. Let me see. I think I'll come back. Yeah. He makes sure that your energy is covered. Okay. So I need to put that out there. I want you to ask questions. Okay. And get back to me when you find out. Okay. But this is a very big, and if he was not a big person, his energy is huge. Like, and he'll beat you up. he's he's giving me, he will beat you up. Okay. You would not win. You would not win. So carry those characteristics and ask questions and let me know what you find out. Okay. Let's see here. No. He does not play. He does not play games, okay? But he's wearing black. He's wearing black, like a black short sleeve shirt. Okay. Let me see something. All right, Spirit. We have a general message here. Let's see what we want here. Let's talk about some things that you want her to focus on. Some things you want her to focus on. Okay. Okay. So, first thing here, Oriana, the spirit comes forth here with this good old two of swords, okay? And so with this two of swords here, the spirit wants you to be to focus on your indecisiveness, okay? The spirit's like, go ahead and make the decision, child. Choose. The spirit is also linking this to the solar plexus when it comes to a personal willpower, okay? So there's this like back and forth. I'm not sure what to do here. I'm just gonna hold off. But it has to do with the self-confidence thing, okay? And so coming to this like this center point of like, I'm just not, I just don't know what to do. It's related to a confidence thing. You already know what to do. It's just you are concerned if you're gonna be able to execute it, okay, or if it will all work itself out, okay. As long as you are doing things on purpose, it can't help but work. Okay, come on purpose. All right. As long as you are doing things that are in alignment with your intention, I want you to know that it's going to work itself out. So the spirit wants us to really put a focus on the mindset, all right, and our decisiveness. The spirit says there's some strong decisions that you have needing to be made that you've been putting off, and there's some strong decisions that you are getting ready to have to make. All right. And you already know the answer. Listen to your source, listen to your spirit, listen to your energy. Okay. You already know what you need to do. All right. But we got to be real decisive. We can't be playing in the middle. Can't play in the middle. Okay, there's something in the middle. Okay, we cannot play in the middle. All right. Even though that feels easy, like, oh, I'm just gonna wait till I get all everything fully worked out and planned out. Yeah, but that's just not that. Sometimes it's a proverb that says many of false steps are made by standing still. Okay, many of false steps are made by standing still. Yeah, I've been feeling like that lately. Yeah, many false steps are made by standing still. As opposed to say, I'm going to go with my gut, I'm going to go with my intuition, and that's the way I'm going to go. I'm not going to operate with a spirit or energy of fear, okay, and worry. Oh, what if I do this and it don't work out? What if you do it and it do? How about that? What if you do it and it does work out? Then what? Why are we focusing on the I'm not sure, or why are we focusing on the it may not work out more than we are focusing on it will work out? Right? Let's lean in that direction. We also have the hanged one, which shows up here. And so when the hanged one shows up, hope is all where do I pay to book a read? If you want to get a reading on live, I have my Cash App right there on the screen. If you want to book a personal reading, just go to link in my bio. Okay, and you could book that reading there. We have the hanged one, which shows up here. And so when the hanged one, or the hanged man, okay, when the hanged one shows up here, this is talking about, um, let me listen. Okay. So I don't know if you have been sort of struggling with how to identify yourself spiritually. Okay. Should you lean into like this spiritual direction or that spiritual direction? Okay. Um, especially, seeing like a lot of like the ATRs. All right. And it's like, oh my gosh, do I want to lean into Ifa? Do I want to lean into Lukabini? Do I want to where do I belong? Okay. The spirit says something very plainly. Choose what gives you peace. The labels don't add credentials to your spirituality. It doesn't add credentials. It doesn't validate it. Your spirituality is validated because you are doing it. Okay? It's validated. You can do whatever you want to do, but just be careful about what you think you need to do to be legitimized. Okay? Be careful of that because you don't need to do anything to be legitimized. You're already legitimized, okay? And you don't have to slap a label on it. And you know what? Quiet as it's kept, unless the people are in deep into a religion of some sort, most folks are in that same wheelhouse of, I don't really know about these labels. I don't really know if I should call myself this or call myself that. I'm just me. You know what my name is? Oriana. Okay? You already have Ori in your name. Your Ori, your head. Okay? Your Ori, your higher self. You already have that in your name. My name is my spirituality, Oriana. Okay? How about that? What does that name mean? Come on. That's it. That's you already have that in your name. Your spirituality is intuition led. So what gives you peace? All right? That should be your focus, okay? Speaking of, the spirit is wanting you to call in this good old Queen of Swords energy, okay? And again, when we talk about swords, swords has to do with the mind. And so the fact that your name is Ori, Anna, all right, that Ori means the head. Okay, you can find that you will have a lot of issues pertaining to thoughts and decisions and judgments. All right, or let me say challenges. Okay, that's always going to be the wheelhouse. You just have to make a decision, or you have to get your mind right. Okay, and so the spirit wants you to plus an Aquarius sun, and there you have it. So you have that air sign sitting up there, just calling you to be all over the place. Okay, the air sign is just like, listen, I know you trying to be balanced and know what to do and everything, but we just gonna call you all over the place. Okay, we just gonna put you all over the place. Okay, and so the spirit is really wanting you to get clear in the mind, clear headed, and make a decision. I got you, Courtney. I see you. Code Bill 30. Okay. Clear in the mind, clear decisions, clear judgments. But then also here comes this. The spirit needs you to make clear boundaries as well. Because, Oriana, just because you can help doesn't mean you should help. Hello. Clear boundaries. Just because you can help and be of service, you don't have to walk around with your cape on. You do not have to walk around with your cape on. Can and should are two different things. And let me tell you this. Sometimes you are robbing people of their education. This is not just for you. This is one of those stray bullets for everybody. Don't rob people of their education. Sometimes people need to fall, bust their head wide open, struggle in order to learn what it is they need to learn. So don't rob people of their education by giving them an answer sheet every chance you get. Know when to hold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. Okay? So we got to be clear on that. Clear boundaries. Clear boundaries. All right? Get your boundaries clear and get your mind right. Part of this too, Oriana, is vision. What's the vision that you have for yourself? What's the vision? All right? Now, what's in alignment with that vision? If you ain't if it's not in alignment with the vision that you have set for yourself, then we're not doing that. Okay? Create your vision board or create your vision journal and specify. Y'all who was on the live yesterday, I talked about this. I said we got to be very mindful. That's what I'm struggling with. My vision, clear goal. Yeah. And it's because, you don't want to put something on there that you can't do, right? I come today to tell you that if you could dream it, you can do it. Okay? I want you to know that you sit down with yourself, write what you want, and be specific. Get clear on that, because that be the problem. We be feeling lost, confused, and everything because you don't know where you're going. We don't have a goal to work on. We don't have a goal to work to. We don't know where we're going. Does that make sense, y'all? Like Sister Friend Instant and Guidance. Yes. Yes, it's still open. Come on, Sister Friend. I love that. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me make sure. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So sit down with that. Sit down and write it. And know that you have agency over your vision of self. Ask not what the Spirit wants you to do. Ask you what you want to do. Ask yourself. Don't ask the Spirit, what do you want me to do? The Spirit's going to say, do what I want you to do, what you want to do. What do you want to do? Then we be like, because you and the Spirit don't have different wills. I think that's for somebody. What you want for you, and that's for your wellness, and what the Spirit wants for you, that's for your wellness. Both y'all got the same goal. You and the Spirit has the same will. You and the Spirit have the same will. Darius, you cannot be out of the will. Yeah. And Spirit ain't been giving you the answer because you got to ask yourself, what does Oriana want? How does Oriana want to be shown up? Showed. How does Oriana want to show up? What is it? What do I want? And so the Spirit's like, very good. Because you will find out that the Spirit's going to give you in accordance to what you want for yourself. All right? So that's what it is. Ask yourself. Know thyself. Know thyself. And then you find out later that you and the Spirit is the same thing. Okay? So that's your job. Ask self, sit with self. Write that out, because once you get clear on that vision, then you know the steps to take and where you want to go. If you don't know what you want to do, then you don't know what to do. Because you don't know what you're working towards. Hold on, let me plug up my phone, y'all. All right, Oriana. And I'm telling you, watch you do this, and you finna be like, ah. And I can only tell y'all this because I just had to do this recently, where I had to sit down and write, and I was like, I'm so confused. I don't know what. And it's like, yeah, because you're not specific. You're not specific enough. Okay? Because you don't know what you want. So if we've been giving you stuff, you don't even know if that's what you want. So how you know you ain't been getting what you want? You just don't know what you want. Okay? Sit with yourself, do that, Oriana, and watch the path be made clear. Star, are you here? Thank you, Oriana. Watch the path be made clear. Star, then I got Jesse, and Courtney, then Nicole, and V. And I think that's one more person that I'm letting in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. One more person. Okay. Okay. Where's Star at? Is Star on YouTube? I'm looking for Star. Oh, I see you. Hey, Star. All right. My God, my God, my God, my God, my God, my God. So right before I do Star, I want to remind y'all while y'all are here, you want to go sign up for the psychic development class. It's taking place on Saturday. All right, it's taking place Saturday. So you want to sign up for it. Take place Saturday. Okay, you want to sign up? God, you want to sign up for that? It's taking place Saturday. Okay. Okay. I think now my list. I'm not sure. I'll see. I sign up. You excited? Yes, Taisha. Good. Peace and wellness. Peace and wellness to you as well. Star. Peace and wellness to you. General reading here. Okay. Let me say my prayer. All right, Star. Here we go. Source, divine spirit, connecting with Star's energy. Call forth the ancestor spirit team and spirit guides. All of the energies that's working for Star's highest good. To be clear, concise, be in a way that I can understand it. Okay, Star. What's going on with your self-care? All right. The spirit it shows me like you needing to be held or caressed or touched or something of that nature. How is your self-care going? How have you been nurturing and being affectionate with yourself? How have you been doing that? If you've been doing that? Because, I just I just feel like you do that, but that doesn't happen enough for you. Okay. And hey, it is what it is. I think that you know, you yeah, you know how to show up for the people and morph into exactly what they need, because you're a giver in that way. But for you, you know what I'm saying, I don't think you receive that, or maybe you don't. um I'm learning what I need. Okay, good, 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 good. So the spirit is acknowledging that within you, right? But also it's something about you needing, you know, to be free from responsibility. Like, almost like you need, like, I don't know, you just need to get somebody else to do it. You know, and know that you can have moments where you can just be. Mm-hmm. Yes. Be. Right. And not have to always be in action mode. Ease. Yes, with ease. Absolutely. Action mode without having to always be in action mode. Okay. And so it is something of which that you are learning for yourself, but the spirit is also saying to assist you with that. You know, it's going to be that sacral chakra work combined with that heart chakra work. Okay. Heart chakra is going to um help you to build a better working, loving relationship with yourself. Okay. So those two chakras, I want you to lean into those and incorporate some of those affirmations in regards to those chakras, some of those practices into your daily spiritual practice. Part of also, for you, Star, is to create a designated time where it's uninterrupted. All right. It's non-negotiable. Family, kids, listen, these 10 minutes, non-negotiable. Or this wind down time at the end, it's non-negotiable. This is for my wellness. Don't run me down. Don't bother me. Don't ask me to do this. This is for my wellness. I'm available to y'all all day long. This right here is my time. So designated time. All right. And that also teaches us to oh, hold on. I may need to wait a minute. I may need to close my stuff. Because how many we got? Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna close it. Taisha was the last person. Let me close it. Close it, close it. Yeah, I have reached my maximum, friend. Um, so yes, create that designated time and consistency, right? With that. A lot of us who are overgivers, overcommitters, overextenders, and we have master's degrees and putting other people before us. When we already have that, what we have to do to undo that training is to teach ourselves that we come first. Okay. So we have to make uninterrupted time that we do consistently. And when we do that, oh, I need to cover this up too. Hold up. I'm going to make myself big, y'all. Boom. And when we do that consistently, we really help to teach. Oh Lord, I gotta be this big. Hold up. That's where we're gonna be right now. When we designate that time, we do that consistently. That helps to reprogram the mind. Okay. It's gonna help to reprogram the mind to, see, oh wow, she's putting herself first, she's doing this, she's doing that. All right, and that's going to help us. So do that consistently. Okay, let's look at this closer, Star. Spirit, what are some challenges here and some focuses for Star? Okay, um let's start here. One of the challenges here, we got the Seven of Pentacles showing up here. One of the challenges that you have is what you invest your energy into. Okay. Um, a lot of times, you're a helper, you're spiritual. You pick up on people's energy and you want to be of assistance. Okay. But sometimes you be planting seeds in ground that's hard and rocky and it's not going to bloom. All right. And it's not your responsibility to do that either. So there needs to be a reality check within self to ask yourself, what am I investing my energy into? And am I investing my energy into people, places, and or things, come on nouns, that will also give unto me? All right. The reciprocity. Are you a mom? I'm star. Because the mothers, I find the mother, yes, I am. Well, church shout. Okay. So you already have children that require of you. Okay. And that's why you need to require of them your space. But and you're a caregiver to your dad. Oh my goodness. And a wife. Dear God, dear God. My goodness. So this is why the spirit came forth talking about what they was talking about at the very start. Your energy is it's going in every direction. And so this is the thing. The problem with bearing all that responsibility, it's excellent that you do that, and I'm sure you're amazing at what you do, is that if you go down, the whole ship, it's over with for everybody. If you go down, it's over with for the collective. Everybody's coming to crash down. And so that's part of the problem when we carry the world on our shoulders, on our backs. Okay? That's part of the problem, because if we come crashing down, all will come crashing down. Okay? And so that's why you really have to make time for yourself, uninterrupted time, plan that out, okay? And invest energy into, there's some things like your caregiver for your dad, that's something that you've chosen and that's what you have to do, right? That means that anybody that's not your dad and your children need to be bringing you a level of peace. Okay? They need to be bringing you comfort. They need to be bringing you relief. All right? And if you are bringing me more things to hold, then I don't have no more hands. I don't have no more hands right now. Because I got to keep at least a foot available for me. All right. And so that's the challenge for you, balancing that out. And so what that comes with is a schedule, right? That comes with timing, right? And making sure you got a concise schedule that you stick to and that you schedule yourself in. Okay. There's also a challenge here that the spirit is speaking about when it comes to success. All right. And it can be an impending fear as to whether or not you will get to accomplish the things you want to accomplish. All right. But this is also the other thing, like, the spirit has been windmilling everybody about vision, either about having a vision or believing in their vision. And so where do you fall? Where do you fall as it pertains to vision? And sometimes we can't see our vision for our future, because we're worried about everybody else's future. And we have everybody else in sight. Okay? And that is when we really start to have trouble. That's when we start to have trouble. because we keep everybody in sight except for us. Okay? We keep everybody in sight except for us. All right? And so you got to sit down with your vision and know that it is possible and that it has to be possible, because your life is not just a life spent in servitude. Okay? And just because you're good at it, that doesn't mean that that's all you're supposed to be. Okay? So it's a balancing act, okay? It's a balancing act. And you are another one where, because there's life circumstances that you can't quite control, you really have to make sure that your agency over yourself, over your mental wellness, of you doing what you like to do, what you want to do, the things that keep you well, that has to be your primary focus, because that's the only thing you can control at this time. Okay? Fran, I just saw your Cash App. I think you're just delayed on here, but I'm gonna refund you because I have to just respect my energy and my time. So I'm gonna refund you because I was only taking, that certain amount of people. Um, that particular amount, rather. Okay, so I have to refund you. Um, your mind is the only thing that you have control of. Okay. You have some circumstances going on that you just can't really get complete control of. So control your mind. All right. That was the message I was giving the sister woman earlier. And that the same thing applies to you. So I'm pleased to hear, and the spirit is also pleased to hear, that you are leaning into your you're learning how to, or learning what your needs are and how to cater to those needs. Okay. And so that's your focus. That's where you stay in. You stay in that. All right. Um, and also use your tools. Okay. The spirit is putting an emphasis on either teas or some type of steams or teas or something that you are able to make that can assist you in your calmness, in your ease of tension and ease of stress. All right. And so the spirit wants you to use your tools, because you do have an ashe when it comes to that. I brew teas often. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Get you your recipe. What's gonna help with clear thinking? What's gonna help as a stimulant for serotonin, right? What's going to help you with that as you weather that storm? What's going to help you? All right. Use your herbs. All right. Use all of that to do that thing. All right. But this is gonna be by the time this year is up, I use that. Okay. By the time this year is up and you cross over into this next year, you're going to experience a great transformation. Okay. And this is really going to be also okay, awesome. This is going to be awesome for you financially. I think that you're going to start turning more of your passions into profit. Okay. And that's going to come up for you. All right. But your internal environment projects to your external environment. So make sure that the conditions internally are on point. All right. So your external can reflect that. Okay. If you scattering all over the place, your external is going to reflect that. All right. Okay, Star. That's what we got. I want to say again, y'all better sign up for the psychic development class. Okay. I think there are, how many spots is left? Love and peace to you. Love and peace to you as well. Yeah, you have much success because you're a good person. We got 6 spots left. We had 9 when I started the live. We got 6 spots left. So y'all want to fill them spots. All right. Go to the link in the bio. Psychic development class taking place Saturday. Okay. Okay. Let's look at this. Who's next? I have Jesse. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Jesse James. Hey, Jesse. I got Jesse. And after Jesse, I got Courtney, then Nicole, then V, then Taisha. All right. Hey, Jesse. How are you? Let's look at this. Let me say, it's always nice to see you live. Thank you. I appreciate you. It's nice to see you. I'm glad to see you on here. I've seen you before in the comments. And so I'm happy to see you here again. Yet again. Hey, Elle. Hey, boo. How are you? Okay. Let me say my prayer here and we'll begin. Divine source, divine spirit will come here, connecting with. Connecting with Jesse's energy, we call forth all the ancestors and the spirit teams that are working for Jesse's highest good. Give me the information. Let me be able to see it. Let it be clear and concise in a way that I can understand it. Hi, Raina. Happy that you're here. Okay, Jesse. Jesse. Now you know this friendship need to be done. Okay, let's start here. The spirit keeps showing me you walking away, and this particular person, your friend in quotation mark, staring at your back. Okay, and it almost makes me feel as though you can't fully be yourself or express yourself. Okay, it feels like you've been having to dim, okay, your light and dim your energy. Okay, and that's not good. Okay, that's not good. Okay, it feels like there is some type of like jealousy, some under like weird like, yeah, it feels like there's just like some weird like underhanded like envy. Jesse, get somebody else to do this, but I'm gonna read on it. Let's see. Spirit, let's get some clarification here. I've been having bad feelings since we got into a car accident together, trying to see their GF. Yeah. Spirit, give me some information here as to this friendship. Spirit, what's going on here? Friendship. Okay, so let's start here. Okay, who is the person that is, really about money, really an opportunist energy? Okay, talk about money, trying to get money, need to get money. Who is that person? Finding Deidre. Hey, Deidre. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, because there is an opportunistic energy that this person has. Okay, that's the friend. Okay, this is an opportunistic energy. Okay, opportunistic. They always broke or complain about being broke. Got you. Okay, so am I to understand, Jesse, that you are not broke? This is an opportune. Oh, sorry. This is this is an opportunistic energy. I'm much more well off for sure. Okay, so I need you to understand that you are an asset. Okay, because the spirit is saying that this person is opportunistic. Okay, and being in the best friend position, Jesse, that means that if you know that they don't have no money, you're more likely to pay for certain things. Okay, so I need to put that there. In addition to that, Jesse, we got the Seven of Swords here. Okay, we got the Seven of Swords energy. Okay, and so with the Seven of Swords energy, I'm telling you, this is somebody who is deceptive, and this person um is sneaky, and they think that they're getting away doing certain things. Okay, and so that bad feeling that you have been feeling since then, you got to listen to that intuition. Okay, this person is not what, listen, they have a totally different view of you and y'all's relationship than you do. Okay, this is an underhanded. Let's get some more details here. Spirit, give me some more details on the Seven of Swords energy. I'm telling you. Okay. This person straight up, we got the Four of Wands in reverse. This person is not as committed to you as you are committed to them. And that's just it. That's it. They're not as committed to you as you are committed to them. Hey, Soul Forever, how are you doing? Okay. They're not. They're not. That's just not it. And it's an unhealthy admiration, an unhealthy love for you, an unhealthy, like, it's an unhealthy thing, but they disclose this, they hide this, but it's very much so present. Okay, it's very much so present, very much. And they also suffer, and they go through a lot of emotional problems, depression, you know, all of that. They experience a lot of that because it's an inner turmoil within themselves. Okay, they're in an inner turmoil. Okay, and so you don't really be seeing exactly what's the problem or what's wrong. It's because I'm telling you, their connection to you, their relationship to you, it's a jealousy. It's a jealousy. It's a jealousy. Okay. Period. That's just it. I'm often there for them all the time. And it's like nothing I do help. Yeah, I know. I'm sure nothing you do helps. Right. But that's because what you try to do, that's not what the problem is. Okay. The problem is much more deeper than what it is that they're telling you. Okay. And so this is why I'm saying, okay, this is a very much so a one-sided friendship. You are the one that's helping. You are the one that's giving, that's doing. You're the one that's stable, and you recognize that. I'll just know, boo, the line is closed. I'm sorry. Okay? And you represent that. Okay, you represent stability. You represent that. And so this is where the opportunistic energy comes from. Okay, because you are stable. Okay, point blank, period. You're going to have to start phasing it out. Okay, you're going to have to start phasing the friendship out, Jesse. Okay, because I bet you what, let them ask you for something and you not be able to do it. Now the problem is you always able to do it, but let them ask you for something and you not be able to do it, and see how the colors change. Okay. So Jesse, yeah, and I've gotten backlash for not doing little things for them, which is crazy. And this the other thing, Jesse, you be sitting there like thinking you're crazy. Now tell me if I'm wrong. Y'all have breakdowns in communications and conversations, and you're like, I don't even know how you thought that. I don't even know how we got here. How did you take what I said and you turned it into this? How did we get here to that? You hit the nail right on the head. And then you say, it must be me. I'm crazy. I'm the problem. Because I'm not understanding how this even happened. That's why I'm saying the problems is deep, okay? And it don't have nothing to do with you, and there's nothing that you can do about it. But you do need to ease yourself away from it, because you should not be this stressed in a friendship. Nope. You should not be. And I'm telling you, because I've dealt with this, you should not be. You should not be. Friendships are not supposed to be like this. Okay? I just told one of my friends about her boyfriend. I said, because she's taking care of her mother. I said, let me tell you something. Out of them two people, there's only one of them you have to deal with. The NIGGA can't be showing up in here causing all these types of commotions and problems. Hey, Trisha, he's supposed to be a help and a peace. Okay? And I say that to you for the friendship. Should be a help, should be peace, should be feeling supported. It should be like that. It should not be any of this. Because this is emotional and mental abuse. It's abusive. Okay? Because throw you into a whole whirlpool of emotions and thinking and everything like that, and then gaslight you. Mm-mm. And then just because you had to ask that question of whether or not it's a good thing for you or not, you knew then that it wasn't. Okay? You knew then. Okay, Trisha? Yes, yeah, but I'm hard-headed. I know. Okay, what keep getting your head emotionally knocked between the washer and the dryer. Since your head's so hard. Not between the washer and the dryer, please. I understand it is difficult, but we've come to the end of the road on that. And that's just that. Okay? Peace to you. You got this. And you deserve to be in a friendship with somebody who here to really I hear for real though. I gotta hear to really believe it. Yeah. Yeah. And I understand. But but hear me when I say what you deserve. You deserve to be in a connectionship where you are honored and valued, okay? And you're not stressed. That's what you deserve. You don't deserve the type of treatment and the type of energy this person has been giving unto you. You don't deserve that. Point blank, period. Okay? Beginning and end of the story. Okay? Courtney. Are you here, Courtney? Courtney. Then I got Nicole. Then I got V. Then I got Taisha. Courtney. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Courtney. What are we tapping into, Courtney? Where Spirit has to say. Okay, I got you. All right, Courtney. Here we go. Again, Courtney, Nicole, V, and then Taisha. Okay. See. Okay, here we go, Courtney. Divine Source, Divine Spirit, we come forth here connecting with Courtney's energy. Call forth her ancestors and her spirit team, all of which are working for her highest good. Bring forth the message of what it is that she needs to hear. Courtney, let's start this. Courtney, the spirit was like, hurry up, get to this. Your spirit team is straight to the point. Courtney, they're giving you permission to go off on whoever you need to go off on. Okay? They keep showing me a hammer coming crashing down. Courtney, who you need to bring the hammer down on? Whoever you need to bring the hammer down, bring the hammer down, Courtney. Courtney, bring the hammer down. Bring it down. Okay? They don't want you to be afraid of asserting yourself and saying what it is that you need to say. All right? So whatever it is that you need to get straight, if you need to go off on somebody, the spirit is saying, let them have it. Let them have it. Okay? Because that's just it. Let them have it. We're all about throat chakra today. We're all about addressing and saying what needs to be said. Let the children have it. Okay? Let them have it. And so part of this too is I'm not sure what they mean. I'm afraid to say stuff sometimes. You're saying you are afraid to say stuff sometimes? Because one of the things here is that, like I said, and I've been saying this, like with the it's Mercury Day. Let them have it. Come on, it's Mercury Day. With this energy of 7, right? Where things are coming to an end, right? before we get into this energy of 8, where we got power. Okay, lots of power, new beginnings, so forth and so on. Conversations that we haven't had yet, the spirit is urging us to have that. So I want you to sit with yourself and say, is there anything that I need to say before this year is up? There's things that I need to get off of my chest, that I need to get clarified, so forth and so on. The spirit is telling you to go ahead and do that. Even if what it is you have to say may be harsh, okay, may make people uncomfortable, you need to say what it is that you need to say, okay? So I feel like there's going to be some difficult conversations that's coming up, okay? But guess what? It is what it is. You got to say what you got to say, all right? And so be mindful of that. Be mindful of this, okay? Don't be afraid to say what needs to be said and get it all out. Sit with yourself and ask yourself, what conversation with who do I need to have? Okay. What conversation do I need to have? What do I need to say? What do I need to get off my chest? All right. Is it family related? But you need to get it off your chest and get it done with. Okay. Okay, Stray Bullet. Spirit, let's see. I want a general here. So give me some focuses here. Spirit, or some focuses here that we have for Courtney. Okay, Courtney, we got the Justice card, which comes up here, okay? And so this is why I'm saying what I'm saying, okay? With this Justice card energy showing up like this, is there anybody that you feel has done you wrong, has gotten over on you, or where you have felt that the way things have went down was unfair? Okay? Because this is what also linked to that throat chakra energy, what I was talking about. Is there a reason why I've been waking up at 2 a.m. or around 2 a.m. at the time frame? I don't know. A lot of times when we have that waking up in the middle of the night, it's energies or spirits that's connected to us trying to let us know something. So if you have a divination tool, I will utilize that divination tool, right? I will utilize my cards, my pendulum or whatever, and ask questions. Spirit, give me some information on the Justice card. Okay. I really want you to sit with yourself in this space, because I just feel in my spirit, that there's some things that you need to address that you have not addressed yet. Okay. And that's going to cause you to have to have hard conversations. All right. And you know what? In the way that the spirit and the energy is working up, it may be brought to you. Okay. And the interesting part about it is when I ask about this justice thing, here we have the Sun card here. My boyfriend's mom didn't treat my children right when I was in nursing school. I quit speaking to her. Okay. Got you. What's funny that the Sun card is about children. Okay. We got the 10 of Swords, where sis is literally being stabbed and she has a phone in her hand underneath this Justice card. Okay. How did you feel your boyfriend responded to the mistreatment by the mother? How did you feel he responded? Come on, United Nations of Africa. Not the United Nations of Africa. He took up for you and your children. Okay. I love that. I love that. Do you still hold this energy um towards her? How much are your readings today? My readings are 20, but I'm not my list is closed. My list is closed. Um right now. Okay? So, it feels like oh, no, I just cut her off. Don't send my kids there. Okay. I got you. This also is, and I'm glad that that is what the steps are. But for this to come up this way, I don't know if there is residual energy, but what we can do is, as the spirit's bringing it up here about the injustice, the imbalances, and especially as it relates to the children. Okay. And so I definitely think that it is worth you leaning into your heart chakra. Okay. And making sure that you have um that feeling, that energy cleared from out of your heart chakra, okay? Because a lot of times, especially when we have people that mistreat the children, our trust is interrupted, and just our overall balance when it comes to relationships are interrupted. Okay, so I think you would profit from leaning into your heart chakra. All right. The spirit also wants you to lean into the ways in which you as a person and your goals and your vision for yourself, how you expand, right? What's your next step? All right. What's your expansion look like? What's your vision for you and yourself? Okay. And move into that vision because whatever that is, the spirit is letting you know that the finances to support that is going to come to do that. But the spirit wants you to get clear on that vision so that you can expand into that. All right. Plan for what your vision is for yourself, your goal is for yourself for the upcoming year. All right. Start looking at that now. Don't wait till January to look at it. Start looking at that now. Okay. And the spirit is also wanting, yeah, the spirit is wanting you to take steps and action towards that. We have the chariot card that's showing up here. Okay. The chariot card wants you to move in that direction. And that's part of the issue as well. I've been so depressed that I can barely get out of bed. Oh wow. Okay. So what is the depression about? What do you feel that is connected to? Thank you for the likes, Kim Creations. Hmm. Were you able to tell them everything that you needed to tell them before they passed? Or did you have any unresolved anything with them? Not your grandma. You was planning to see her the day she passed. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So this is also a part of that throat chakra energy. Okay. And when we talked about this justice card now, and we'll talk about things not being fair, right? And we have that sun card, which is talking about children. right? Children, childhood energy. So thinking about this and the connection to your grandmother, right? That is literally weighing on you and causing this depression energy. Okay. I just need for you to know that even though your grandmother has transitioned into her spirit form, they be all around and all near. Okay. And so I don't believe your grandmother will want you to still be, laying in the bed. You already know how the black grandmas be. They come in, they open up the blinds, they open the window, they make you get up. Okay. And so I want to encourage you, all right, to understand that this is not how she will want you to be. Okay. This is not how she will want you to be. Okay. And also part of the vision, right? The vision planning. What's the future look like? That's important for you to help move you from that space that you're in, which is why the spirit brought up the need to get moving, the need to think about expansion. Okay. I also have plans to see my aunt, and she passed that same day. Okay. Well, dear, this is the thing. That's this. You were planning to see them, to speak to them, so forth and so on. I noticed something that could have saved my aunt the last time I saw her. I was too scared to say something and she died. Got you. Okay. Um, that's the holding. That's the holding. That's why the spirit was talking about something needing to be said. Got you. Okay. Well, let me just go ahead and let you know that your aunt, your grandmother, they don't hold any judgment. They're not, I mean, they're not sitting up there, in particular, your aunt being like, you could have did this, you made me die. Her time to transition was her time to transition. That's it. You've made it up in your mind that you could have done something to save them. The time to transition was a time to transition. That was it. That was it. That was a time to transition. Okay. And so we create a storyline and we run with that and we make ourselves so responsible, okay, for everything. You make yourself responsible for the loss of life. No, before the soul entered into the world, the soul knew when they were going to transition and how. The soul was aware of that. Your grandmother, your aunt, they were aware of when they were going to transition. Okay? And so you are holding yourself down, holding yourself into this space with this justice, thinking that it's not fair. Okay? We got the Ten of Swords here representing the turmoil, the inner turmoil, actually laying down. Okay? When this is an unnecessary thing, right? It's an unnecessary thing because you think that you could have, but that was their timing. The timing was the timing. Okay? And so I need you to start seeing beyond this. And do you think that they will want you, your aunt or your grandmother will want you to be up in the bed, not moving forward with your life? No, they wouldn't want you to be doing that at all. Okay. In fact, they probably cuss you out about it. Okay. So they wouldn't want you to be doing that at all. Okay. So make a goal to just go to the mailbox. Okay. Make a goal to just go and sit at the park. Make a goal. But you're going to have to get up out of there because they would not want that. And so if you can't get up for you, get up for them. Okay? But we got to get up and we got to get the vision together. Okay? Because you got to be able to expand and move on, move past that. Okay? Don't mean that it's an easy thing to do. But level of difficulty does not indicate impossibility. Okay? You said, I'm a nurse. I say people all the time, but I couldn't say anything to help her. Well, but that's the thing, though. You weren't supposed to, Courtney. That's the thing. Because it's an unthinkable thing, right? You're like, why wouldn't I have? I just would have under any other circumstances. Because you were not supposed to, Courtney. You were not supposed to. Everything happens how it should happen, in the way that it should happen. Okay? Everything happens the way it's supposed to happen, Courtney. If you were supposed to, you would have. But you didn't because it was their time. I can take care of everyone else, but somehow I can't seem to be there for my family. Okay. Well, this is what's happening now. Now we're starting a spiral, and I gotta hold you. I gotta stop you from that. Okay? Because this train of thought is not helping you. This train of thought is giving you more reason to stay in the bed and not move and not get up and not get out. I got to interrupt that train of thought. I want to validate the fact that you are grieving, because you are. You're in a grieving period. But I can't let you continue to beat yourself up and wear yourself down. Okay? I can't let you do that. Because that doesn't help you. If you were able to, if you were supposed to say something, you would have said something. You would have been able to power through that fear. But because you didn't, it meant that you weren't supposed to. And that was the time to transition. That was the time. And I know nurses in particular, my mother is a nurse. If y'all don't catch something, y'all will wear yourself down because you are the one of all the people that should have said something, did something, could have did something differently. Y'all will beat yourself up and wear yourself down. But I can't let you do that. Because that is the truth. The truth is that people transition at the time that they're supposed to transition. That's it. If they weren't supposed to transition at that time, they would not have. It would have been a different time. So if that's something you need to repeat to yourself and know that your grandmother, that your aunt, that nobody is mad at you. Nobody is looking at you any type of way. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's holding that. You're holding that. And they don't want you to hold that. Okay? So it's important for you to work with your sacral chakra because that has to do with your inner child. That has to do with your emotions. All right. And so you have to work with that and lean into that. Okay. But you got to first get up. And it's going to be hard, but you got to get up and I need you to go outside. I need you to get some sun. Okay. Some sky, something, some air. I need you to get up and I need you to get out. Okay, Courtney? And start watching some positive, inspirational stuff. Don't be watching sad stuff, Courtney. Sad, emotional stuff. We got to set an atmosphere of wellness. Okay? Courtney, it gets greater later. It gets better. Okay? But everything's a choice. So you're going to have to choose to get up because you know that your beloveds, they would never want you to be in this space, in this position. Feeling like this, doing this. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Courtney. Every time you want to lay back down, hear my voice. Get up. Get up. Okay? Get up, Courtney. Look, the people in the comments, get up. Somebody comment, get up, Courtney. Okay? They put it on YouTube, girl. They said, get up, Courtney, with hearts. Okay? And you can. Taisha says, sending love, hope, and light your way, Courtney. Yeah. Sending you love, Courtney. Yes, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. Do something simple. All right, y'all. Nicole, are you here, Nicole? Okay. Go shower. That's good. Hop in that shower. Water. And while you're in that shower, offer me down the drain. Offer you down the drain. And you're going to have emotions and all that stuff coming up. But say that. Offer me and down the drain. Offer me and down the drain. Hey, Nicole, I see you, boo. All right, Nicole, what are we tapping into? That's an easy work, and let the water take it away. Issue with finances feeling stagnant. Okay. Let's dive into the finances, Nikki. Hey, Jay. Greetings. Jay is so pretty, y'all. She needs to do modeling. Okay, Jay, listen. We got to get you in somebody's modeling book. Okay, we need you to be in Essence and Ebony magazine. Stat. Okay. Oh, I didn't see this. Star signed up for the psychic development class. Okay. So then that must mean 5 spots left, y'all. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Here we go. Come on, Khadijah. Not Khadijah is running to find $40. Okay, Khadijah, that just took me out. Khadijah's in the full sprint running. Okay. Divine source, divine spirit. Connecting here with Nicole's energy. Call for the ancestor spirit team. All the energy is working for our highest good. Bring forth the messages that are necessary. Let it be concise. Be clear. Star from Queen Poe. What about Queen Poe? Is that how you found me through Queen Poe? Okay. Here we go, Nicole. Let's look at the finances here. Spirit, what do we have to say about Nicole and the finances? Oh my goodness, Nicole, was you like played out of some money, Nicole? Or like did something end up costing more than you realized? What was the trickery, Nikki, that occurred with the funds? Okay, there's some trickery going on here. There's some trickery. What was the trickery? Okay. Because there is a spirit of tricksterization when it comes to the funds. Who was playing with the coin? Hubby Gabble sometimes. We got the King of Pentacles showing up here in reverse, okay? So this is a masculine energy that is mishandling the money, okay? So Nikki, I just need for you to zoom into the funds, okay, Nikki? Because I feel like there is perhaps some expenditures and some things that you're missing or that you don't see. Okay? I just need for you to zoom in on the funds. Okay? I need you to zoom in on the funds and see what's going on with the funds and look at where the money is going to, because there's something here that you're missing. There's a mismatching of the funds. Okay? There's some trickery somewhere with the funds. Okay? So I just need you to look at that, because it's almost like you should be having more money than you do. But it's some way the funds are being overspent here or overpaid in one direction, something of that nature, okay? So I just want you to do a financial overhaul. I want you to do a financial overhaul. Okay. And really look at the coins. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Look at the coins. Do a financial overhaul. Look at where the money is going, where the money's coming in. Pull the records. Let's look at it all right out. And even in that, I see that you're gonna be able to find some spaces where you're like, okay, wait a minute, why is this costing this much? Why is this money going over here? Wait a minute, this is not adding up. This should not be this much. This is an automatic payment. Why is it this high? And there's some adjustments and some things. But whatever the money problem is, because it's something that is being missed, okay, or something that we're skipping over and just not seeing, okay. And I have to be honest that I feel like it's an intentional like smoke screen, okay. So I just want you personally to do it and do it on your own volition, okay. Do it on your own volition, okay. So I want to say that. In addition to that, I think that you could benefit from creating a floor wash for your home. Okay. Um, if you have tile near the front door or wood floors or something like that, or even if you have the porch, right? Any of the tile areas or whatever, the wooded floors where you want to make you a floor wash. Okay. And the spirit is telling me to give you this, so I'm going to give it to you. Okay. So be ye attention paying. Okay, here come the people. People like, oh, is this a root work? Yes, it is. You want to get you some basil. First, you want to get you a big pot, whatever, with some water in it. Want to put some water in it. You want to get you some basil. Okay. Before you do any type of working, especially for money, you want to cleanse. So make sure you cleanse your space first, right? So if you sage your space down, whatever it is that you do to cleanse the energy in your space, okay? But you want to do this floor wash for money after. You want to take a pot, you put water in that pot. You want to put your herbs in that pot. You want to put some basil, okay? Because basil is definitely attracting money, all right, attracting finances and also protecting your money. Okay, we'll do some basil. I will do some bergamot. So you can do some bergamot essential oil. Okay, and drop that into the water. All right. Bergamot is definitely for prosperity. All right, and helps to attract success. And interestingly enough, bergamot can be used when gambling. So if you're gonna gamble, make sure he has some bergamot essential oil or some cologne with bergamot in it. Okay. Okay. Um, you want to do that. So your basil, with your bergamot. Okay. And you also want to do mint. Okay. You want to get you some mint, just mint. Okay. Not necessarily not peppermint, but I'll just say some mint. Okay. And lastly, you want to get you some mustard seed. Okay. And you want to boil that on your stove. Okay. Pour however many mustard seeds. Okay. Until the ancestors tell you to stop. You want to boil that on your stove. Okay. And while that's boiling, okay, you can pray for your finances, for the financial situation to change, what it is that you're needing. Okay, asking the spirit to clear the pathway, to bring forth the wealth and the abundance. Okay, protect the funds that we have, so forth and so on. And also pray that if there's any trickery within the funds, let it be revealed so it can be rectified. Okay. Um, and so you want to pray that over that and let that boil, okay, for about good 15 minutes or so. Then you want to strain it. You want to strain that water out and you want to mop your floors with that water. Okay. You could use that also that water there, to wash the doorways there, but this is really just for a floor wash and wash the floors. Mop the floors with that water. Okay. Um, and then the herbs that's left over, you want to put that in your yard. Okay? Let that be in your yard. Anytime you're doing a work in y'all and y'all are wanting to dispose of stuff that is for prosperity, you want to put that on your property. You don't want to throw it away from your property, okay? Because you don't want to give nobody your magic, okay? And your working and your money, okay? If you didn't catch that, hit the rewind, y'all, on YouTube. Okay, so that's what I want you to do for the money, as far as the money is concerned. Okay. As for the stagnant energy, let's look at this. Come on, Taya. Tia, not Taya, girl. I called you Taya, not Taya. Tia. Y'all know I'm Southern. Everything is long. All the vowels are long. We don't do short vowels. They're all long. Okay. Let's look at the stagnant energy here. Spirit, what do we have for the stagnant energy, Nikki? Okay. Okay, Nikki, this is strictly a thought thing. This is a mindset thing, Nikki. Okay. It's a mindset thing. It's a mindset thing, Nikki. And also you're not connecting yourself with people that have vision. Okay, and I need you to get tapped in with people that have vision. Okay, your own mindset is you just not you're not seeing it. But it's also about a vision. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, everybody just know, get your vision right. Because the spirit is windmilling everybody about their vision. Get your vision right. But it is your mindset, all right? It's how you are choosing to see life and see things. You have to change your mind, change your perspective. But you can't see something different than what you envision. Did y'all catch that? You can't see something different from what you envision. So if you don't envision anything, you won't be able to see anything. Okay? You can't see something different than what you envision. Okay? And so if you feel stagnant and you feel like I just can't see past this, I can't see further. Let me tell you something. I need y'all to be taking notes about for my quotables. Okay. I need all these quotables. Because I'm having some quotables. If you are trying to you saying I can't see past the situation, I just feel unmotivated. I feel this, that, and the third. It's a vision problem all the time. It's every single time it's a vision problem. That's why you feel stagnant and stuck, because you don't know where to go. You don't know where to go because you haven't gotten clear about what you want to do. And so you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you want to go. You haven't made that decision yet. Okay. But also the spirit is putting an emphasis, Nikki, on the people you are connected to. Who is it that you talking to? Okay. You need to get yourself in spaces where people are moving. Okay. Where people are moving. Excuse me. Where people are growing, where people are inspired, where people have sight for themselves. I need you to engage and get into those spaces. Girl, just get up and go and just sit somewhere. I learned this about myself because I don't know everything about me. I know people look at me as a guru, but honey, I am always learning, forever a student. Okay. I just learned about myself that I like being private in public. I like going to public spaces and being to myself. And that just inspires me. So I would find a cafe and I would go sit in the corner and just be to myself at the cafe. But I feel so inspired. I get things done. And I just learned this about myself. I didn't think I was that type of person. I'll see the people there. I'm like, oh, child, y'all still sitting up there. What? You're sitting up there for a reason. What is the reason? You're sitting up there for what reason? What's the reason, child? Not a good one. Okay? So I want you to do that. Get out and go somewhere. Go somewhere where people have things moving. Things are happening. And you don't necessarily have to be involved, but just go there and get inspired. But that's what the problem is. You are not around inspiration. You are not connecting yourself enough with people that are moving and that got a vision. Okay. And I feel like the complacency is not just with you, Nikki. I think the complacency is in the household. Okay. All right. And so I need everybody to get up and get a move on. Okay. I need the whole household to have a vision. I need the household to say, okay, we're gonna do a vision board as a collective. What's your vision for yourself? This my vision for myself, and this our vision for ourselves. So we can start moving in that direction. I gave that example earlier or yesterday. It might have been today too, where I said, if I'm like, hey, Nikki, I live in San Antonio. Nikki's like, okay, I'm coming to pick you up. And I say, yeah, pick me up. And you say, where you live at? And I say, I live on the west side. You're going to be like, so I'm just supposed to drive to the west side and hope that I stumble upon you? Can you tell me the street? And then you pull up on the street in this apartment complex. You like, what building? Building 7. You go to building 7 and there's 3 floors with 20 units. What number? You see? And so we have to get very specific. General vision gets general results. Could you imagine if they gave you a general check? Yeah, your check gonna be somewhere around this. What? Anywhere between 500 and 5,000, somewhere in between $20 and $2,000, somewhere in there. You is not going for that. So you mean you could pay me 2,000 or 20? I'm not going for this. Okay, so do that, Nikki, because the household needs to get moving. Okay, Nikki, and so that's what the problem is. The individuals need a vision, and the household needs a vision. Okay, do that and make it a thing. Make it fun. Make it fun. Make it a thing, and then I would even make it a practice. And y'all could view y'all vision board and talk about y'all vision board on New Year's. Hello. Yeah. Yes. Okay. How about that? Okay, Nikki, I'm telling you, you do that and everything's going to open up. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no or where to go. Ain't you only dreaming? Okay, V. And then Taisha. Thank you, Nicole. What it is was okay, V. I'm coming at you with a headlock already. Hey, V. I'm coming at you with a headlock, V. I just read the question. Hold on, V. Hold on. Let me just put you in the headlock straight up. There's some Lighthouse members who I just said, as soon as I see their name, I'm coming in with a headlock. V has gotten several headlocks from me. V is used to it by now. Okay, V said career path or next step. Okay, V, let me ask you this. What do you want to do, V? What you want to do? All of it. Okay, V. Let me ask you this. What can you do with the resources you have right now? You have so many interests. Okay. Very good. Interest versus passion. What are you passionate about? I've collected resources for so many things. I want to do everything. I've collected resources for so many things. So you're wanting to have a business, V? Or 12? We got to start one business at a time. We got to have one business at a time. Okay? You are definitely an entrepreneur, V. I didn't have to do the prayer or nothing like this. You're definitely an entrepreneur, V. Okay? You definitely have all of that. Okay? This is the thing, V. You just got to choose what you're going to start with. And the thing that you need to start with is the things that you can do as soon as possible. What is something that you can do that you have the resources for and you can start? Because you're going to make before, let me tell you something already, the Spirit is showing me. They're showing me in the form of a timeline, right? You're going to make your rounds to do everything that you want. All of those things. Yes, all 1,200 of those things. Okay? But you just have to pick one to begin with. Pick. Because the Spirit's like, she wants us to pick. You pick. You pick. Give me 2 of the things, and I'm going to read on each one of them. Give me 2. And I'll read on each one of those steps here. Give me 2 of them. I'll read on each one of those ventures. Let's take it that route. Marketing or culinary. But now, V. V said, way over here or way over here. Now, see, this is what's going on with y'all today. That's why. Rich Wise, is the list still open? No, ma'am. The list is closed. But thank you. Thank you for wanting to be on the list. Me and V, okay, photography or logo designs. Well, I want to start off by saying that before you even told me that, part of the reason why I said what I said about the entrepreneurship is because it has to be creative. Okay? It has to be creative. All right? You have to be creating something. You have to be making something. It cannot be something that's all about paperwork. Okay? Cannot be all about that. It has to be something where you are creating something and making something all the time. Okay? So you said photography or logo designs. But the problem is so this is the thing. The problem with the photography and the logo designs, because that can go hand in hand. You could be a photography business that creates logos as well. Let me read on the marketing. Let me read on the marketing, okay? Because that for me feels like something that is more accessible to you, and this isn't going to take long or many steps to it, okay? Because again, you could do both of that. You can do both of those things. You know how many businesses, and Spirit is showing me right now, you know how many businesses, especially businesses that are starting, they're like, ooh, I need a logo, but I also need product photos. I need photos for my business. I need photos for this, that, and the third. Easily can make that. Spirit, let's get some information here on the marketing. Okay. Well, and that settles that. We got the Six of Wands here. Six of Wands is literally a card about victory. Okay, absolutely. We got the Lover's card here. Okay, the Lover's card right there is very interesting to me because it's speaking of an energy of love, period. Okay, as to say that this is something that you love to do. You love putting color palettes together. Okay, you love putting all the things together, right? And you love being able to make people light up with the things that you make and the things that you create. Okay, you love to capture moments, create moments. Okay, and so this is part of that harmony, and it aligns with your values, right? You just live for that. You live for that. We got the Chariot card here, and the Chariot card is specifically talking about take action and go this way. Okay, take action, and that there's great success that comes with that. Okay, all right. And so the only thing that it is for you when it comes to that, we got the Eight of Pentacles, which shows up here, and this Eight of Pentacles shows up in reverse. Okay, and so the reason why the Eight of Pentacles shows up in reverse is because you run the risk of having misdirected activity. Like you run the risk of letting your focuses lean into dabble into other things. And so while this is something that is going to be successful for you, your trouble will be you starting to lean into culinary now. You've been like, okay, this is great. Let me lean over into here. Okay, and start making let me just lean over here, become a master chef real quick while I'm building this. And that right there is gonna send you. You gotta establish one thing before you lean into the next thing, okay? But I'm telling you, the marketing 10 out of 10. All right. Brand building 10 out of 10. Choosing the fonts, choosing the color palettes, choosing this, that, and the third, the catchiness, the everything, creating 10 out of 10. Okay. 10 out of 10. Okay. So that is definitely the route to go. And that's something that you can start doing as like immediately. You know what I'm saying? So build your business, know what your foundation is, get your stuff together, your name for it, all that. And I feel like you already have this. Mm-hmm. That's it, V. That's it. And that also, V, that allows you to have different things too. Like to have fresh, you have clients that have different businesses that do different things, that's trying to strategize in different ways, so that keeps it fresh. Okay, so I would lean into that and build that up. Okay, and then if you want to go into your culinary efforts, you can do that too after you establish this. Okay, but the Spirit says 10 out of 10, move forward with this. It'll be successful. All of that, this, that, and the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Okay, lean is that. But I know you, and I know your type because I'm your type. I will sit here and be like, oh my God, I'm doing this. And suddenly, no, I'm still over there. I'm focused over there. I'm still focused over there. I'm just I see. And then after about 3 weeks of this, oh no, I got you. I'm here. Yeah, yeah. No, no. I'm just gonna. Yeah. Not you. Not you. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be get back both of y'all. I'm just gonna. Okay. And it don't give what's supposed to be gave. And what's supposed to be gave is consistency. Not weeks. I'm screaming. Okay. So that's that. Okay, Taisha. Hey, Ty, come on, venture readings, venture readings. Path, which path? Weigh the options. Now, weigh the options reading. Now, that's everything. I may need to write that down, a weigh the option reading. Where, honey, you give me two options that you are weighing, and we do a reading on the options. Weigh the options. Okay. That's everything. Come on, weigh the options. Baby. And everybody gonna show up with the people they talking to. Okay, but I'm tired of talking to him. But I'm not sure because he does this. But this other one, Lord, Lord, here they go. Okay, Taisha. Let's say this. Let's look at this. Not let's say this. Let's look at this. Can I trust the people around me? Family. My God. Okay. Right, Anastasia? Yes. Okay. This what we're gonna do. Taisha, who is in question? Who are the people that's in question? And we're gonna weigh the options. Let me say my prayer. And we're gonna weigh the options. Because even with that, um, even I'm sorry, this can't thing keeps popping up on my computer. Even with that, if your intuition is telling you that something's off, it's because it's off. Okay, so let's dive into it. Let's start with the cousin. Say my prayer, Taisha. We'll tap in here. Yeah, I have a little knot in my jaw right here. It's going down. It doesn't hurt. It's not my lymph node. It's just like a knot in my jaw. It doesn't hurt though. I'm like, what happened? Anyway, and it's gone down since 2 days ago. Anyway, let me say my prayer. Divine source, divine spirit, come forth and tap into Taisha's energy. With the ancestors and the spirit team, all of which is working for Taisha's highest good. Let it be concise, let it make sense. Let it be clear in a way I can understand it. So, hey, hey. You saying hey, you spelling hey, Hay, is sending me. Hey. um, so I want to start off by saying that this feeling here to check your environment and make sure that the people that's in your space is good for you is coming by way of your energetic upgrades, okay? It's coming by way of your growth, your development spiritually. Okay, because they just can't be up in your space like that and poison your atmosphere, okay? And cause issues and problems and all that in the third, okay? And you're becoming hypersensitive to this because you're growing and you're moving into the next phase, okay? Um so let's just understand that, which means that your intuition has been picking up on more things than it normally would. Okay? So let's look at the cousin. Spirit, let's give us some information on the cousin. The intentions of the cousin. Can the cousin be trusted? Okay. Yes. 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 Your cousin can be trusted. Okay. There is a code of family ship that your cousin makes sure to upkeep. Okay. Your cousin can be trusted. Absolutely. Um, did y'all grow up together? The Charles Nico. Hi, the Charles Nico. But there's some type of a respect for the family. What I do feel though is that your cousin can be all over the place. I do feel as though your cousin be having problems, okay? And I do feel as though thank God we did grow up together. I used to babysit her. Yeah. I think your cousin, may have some conflicts, inner conflicts, and things like that. But no, your cousin is trustworthy and honors that. It's something about you used to babysit her. Okay, so let me tell you what's funny about that. We got the Six of Cups, which comes up here. All right, upright. And as you see, there's this older woman here, in older energy, that's passing on something to the child. And so that connection, the fact that you used to babysit her, she honors that. Okay. She honors that. I think that she just has her issues as just as an individual, as a person. I think that she can sometimes be confused as to what she wants to do. Okay. And be a little delusional. But as far as being untrustworthy, I don't see that. I see that she's definitely somebody that is trustworthy. Okay. And she really does honor that, the fact of how you grew up together, how you took care of her. She honors that. Okay. Let me see, Spirit. Let me see where the issues is coming in. Where the issue coming in with the cousin? Well, okay, the influence, that's where that up in the air type of thing is, okay? Where it's like giving different options. I forget which cups that was. I don't know if it was it the 7 of cups? It was the 7 of cups, okay? Where literally the symbol on the card is them having these different options and having to decipher and choose from that. So you're right, there is negative influence from your other cousins, from your older cousins, But I think that she hears that, but also witnesses the truth from experiencing you. Okay? Okay? She witnesses the truth from experiencing you. So but you are right about, they be talking and trying to, spin the narrative and stuff like that. But she can be trustworthy. Now, your current friends. Let's look at that. You about to make me run around my office. Yes. Let's look at the current friend spirit. Is there some trickery, some lack of trusting, some deception, anything around Taisha's current friends? Okay. I need you to be mindful of the friend that's not growing. Okay? We're mindful of the friend who just seemed to be not evolving. Okay? Because it's that friend or friends with the S who I'm not necessarily going to say can't be trusted, but I'm going to say that you're likely to have a complication with trust with that particular person. All right. This person may stay in a place of financial or abundance issues. Okay. Just because of a mishandling of funds or mishandling of this, a mishandling of that. And also it's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you invested in? What are you trying to grow? You run the risk of having issues with that person. Okay. The friends that are pushing towards something, who's trying to grow and are growing, not just trying to, are growing, and you can see and you discuss about where they're investing their energy, their time, and their resources into. That right there, that is the friends that you need to keep close to you. Okay. But that's going to be the marker. Where's the vision for yourself? What are you investing yourself in? Okay. And are you growing? Are you growing? Or are we still having the same problems we had 5 years ago? Or is this feeling like young adult stuff? Like, is this feeling like teenage issues? Okay. That's going to be the marker. Okay. That's going to be the determination. If you are not in a space of sprouting, I'm going to have to enforce boundaries and then phase you out. Wow, I just had a conversation about 2 friends that it's always something with money. I helped pay rent 2 months ago, and yesterday their car got repoed. Boom! Ding, 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 ding. Right there. Right there. 5 of Pentacles. Struggling with the funds. 5 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. Right? In reverse. Okay? But that's it, Taisha. That thing of what are you doing? What are you doing that all of this stuff is going on? You're not handling up on your business. And that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it's about. Not handling your business. Okay? Wow. And I'm always asking, where's your money going? See? That's it. And so that right there will be the friend, will be the one, okay, that you're going to have conflict with because it's going to feel like competition. Okay? And jealousy comes in because you are thriving and they are not. Okay? So that's the marker. That's the marker. Okay, Taisha? So you already know what it is. Because we too old to be having these problems like this. Truly. Truly, we should have been aged up out of this. Okay? That's the marker. Okay, Taisha? Oh, y'all, I need to get my feet done. She said, well. Y'all look down at your feet and say, oh my God, whose feet is that? I don't know whose feet that is. That's not my feet, though. That's somebody else's feet. You look down at your feet, you say, oh my God, whose feet is this? I said, somebody done came in and replaced my feet. I don't know how I feel about these feet. Whose feet is this? Whose feet? And how can I get these feet back? And where can I pick my old feet up? I had to cut my goddamn talons. Yeah, it's getting reckless, right? It's getting reckless. It's starting to get reckless. I gotta get together. All right, y'all. I love you very much from the most lightest filled place. Okay. I got some things I have to take care of. Again, sign up for the Psychic Development course. Available in the link in the bio. Okay, sign up for that. All right. Okay. Adios. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.